Okay, now to keep going on step 14, we're gonna check the frets. They've already been obviously pressed and pounded and all that, but every once in a while one could creep out. So this is my last chance to check it. I think we've already talked about this tool, right, Gordon?
Yep, did that over at the fret press.
Yeah.
Show.
So that one's, hear that? So let's get a quick little tap here. A little more. Yay. Now just right here. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Yep, definitely needs it. Sometimes when you tap them back in, they only go so far and you are going to need to do a little bit of crowning, so we'll do, every once in a while we may leave a little bit of a rock in order to get the sanding later. Good. A little bit here. Moving on. Got to switch to a smaller side. Yeah. These are grumpy today, Gordon. Still needs more. So that's better, but it's going to need to be filed. Move on. Lovely. It's really the centers that tend to be up for us. The ends are almost always just fine. You have to be really careful once you get to this part because I don't have this neck rest underneath these frets. So you don't want to like tap so hard that it's going to cause damage to the body or something. I mean, you'd have to really go at it, but still, it's something to think about. I don't want to be pounding up here very much. So unless one's really terrible, I usually maybe just do a little bit of tapping. Here's a little trick though. This one's going to be right here. There's a neck block underneath it, so I can put the neck block on the neck rest right here, and it works. That one needs it. Got it. Lovely. And these last couple, they're good. Okay, so that's a good start. Now I'm going to take my straight edge, and I just want to see what the general fretboard geometry is. As we talk about, what we really want is this to be touching on 1, and hopefully 12, with a little relief in the middle, and then this end part falling off. Not too much of any of those things though, because then it's going to go crazy. This looks nice. Do you want me to measure the relief? Does it matter? No? Okay, keep going.
We did that earlier.
Lovely. So I feel good about that. I'm just gonna, where's my... Now, remember we had a couple of these that were just ever so slightly high, and the tapping didn't do it. So I've got a radius block here with, I think this is 180, isn't it?
220.
220. And it not only is going to level the frets, the high ones, but level them all to each other so that it's a nice even surface. So. So I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but some of these frets look like they hardly got hit, and some of them there's a lot more dust next to them. So you can tell then that that was one of the ones that was high and really needed help. Like over here, you know, this one's got a lot of dust, but then like this one doesn't, you know? So that's what we want to do. We want to get a nice surface, level surface. Okay, then I'm gonna real quick look and see if any of these frets look like they got too squared off by doing that sanding. And if so, I'm going to just really quickly touch them with this crowning file. There'll be more of this sort of thing later if we have to do more fret work. But this is just to get us going. And by touch, I can feel when it's crowned, but also I can see the sanded surface change as it files. Just something you gain with experience. And that's it for now. Okay, now I gotta blow the dust off. And we'll come back and polish those at the very end when we know we're done with fretwork.